just thinking about a documentary I saw last night on Muhammad Ali and how his draft dodging case, when he finally won. And all the reporters like, why aren't you upset? Like, why aren't you besmirching and yelling and screaming at all these people who were wrong, and you lost all this time in your life and your career, the glory years, the prime of your career. Why aren't you upset and yelling and screaming about how they ripped you off and screwed you? And his response was, well, they were just doing what they thought was right. And he goes, don't you see that if I were to yell and complain about what they did to me, then I'm being a hypocrite, because I was just doing what I was right. And so when I judge them for doing what they think is right, that cancels out my own voice and my own belief system and my own ability to speak my belief system and be heard. And so I got to thinking about that with everything going on, whether you're for Trump or Biden, whether you're Christian, non-Christian, whether you're Black Lives Matter, Blue Lives Matter, All Lives Matter, whether you're for COVID or not COVID. Whatever stance you're taking and you're screaming and yelling and saying the other side should be put to death, it gets that extreme, or shut down, it's wrong, it's bad, they should never be allowed to speak again, they're this awful person. Remember, when you do that, you're canceling your own voice out. You're actually in denial of that you're as big a part of the problem as the other side is. And that was the point he was getting across. It's funny, we have this victim culture now. Everyone wants a certain class and everyone needs to change for me, so I'm okay. But the answer's in the opposite. Just like Muhammad Ali, he dealt internally with his struggle. He took personal responsibility for his choices and the consequences that could come from that. He didn't hold anyone else to blame for that. He could have gone to the war. He had lots of options. He chose that, and so do we. And so remember, whichever political party you pick or whichever side you support on racism or Christianity or whatever, when you scream and yell, and I'm guilty of it too, so don't hear, I don't want to sound like a father, pointing the finger at everybody else. I'm imperfect and I do the same thing, so I'm calling myself out as much as everybody. It's a reminder that when we shut out the other side, we're actually shutting out ourselves. And so maybe we ought to give ourselves a break and allow our voice to be heard by allowing their voice to be heard. So just something to think about on a Sunday morning. Hope you guys are doing great. Have a great day.